YouTube, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I have the top 5 best class setups that you need to be using at the beginning of Season 4 Warzone right now. As you all know, with Season 4 they brought us a brand new resurgence map that's known as Fortune's Keep, and Rebirth Island is fully out of the game now. With that being said, there's definitely some new loadouts that you need to give a go, and that's exactly what we're going to be breaking down in this video today. With this top 5, these loadouts aren't in any specific order, so keep that in mind when we're going through them. So if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video or find it useful in any way, definitely let me know by dropping a like and comment down below. And if you're new around here, I'm always posting the best Warzone loadouts, gameplays, tips and tricks, and more, so if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely feel free to subscribe. So getting right into it, in the number 5 loadout spot, we have the Cooper Carbine and the Owen gun backing it up. Now this Cooper Carbine build is a perfect AR. It has very minimal recoil, a very quick TTK, a quick ADS speed for an AR, and it's easy to use. The Cooper Carbine has been a viable option in Warzone for the past few seasons, and nothing is different in Season 4, so here's what you want to use on it. The MX Silencer, the 22 Cooper Custom, the SVT 43 to 6 times, the Cooper 45 RS stock, the hand stop, the 60 round mag lengthened, the polymer grip, tight grip, and fully loaded. This Cooper Carbine build is one of those all-around loadouts that you're definitely going to want to give a go. So moving on to the Owen gun that's backing this Cooper Carbine up. This build perfectly works hand in hand with the Cooper Carbine loadout because it does what it can't do. This build has great mobility, a quick ADS speed, a quick TTK, barely any recoil, and it performs best at close and medium range. And on top of that, it has a very quick fire rate, which helps with the TTK. So here's what you want to use on it. The recoil booster, the 142mm rapid barrel, the Model 47 optic, the remove stock, the hand stop underbarrel, the 72 round mag lengthened, the stippled grip, brace, and quick. This is one of those loadouts that covers everything you need, so I definitely recommend unlocking both of these weapons and leveling them up. For the perks on this class, we got double time, overkill, and amped. For the lethal, we have the throwing knife, and for the tactical, we have the heartbeat sensor. So moving right along to the number 4 loadout spot, we have the Krig 6 and the Mac 10. More recently with Season 3 and now 4, the Krig has had a comeback. This thing used to be a meta weapon quite some time ago, but more recently it's performing extremely well again. This build has next to no recoil at all, whether you're on console or PC. The TTK is very quick, and it's one of those ARs that's easy to use. This is also a Cold War weapon, so a lot of you probably have it leveled up already because it's been in the game for quite a while now. So here's what you want to use on it. The agency suppressor for the muzzle, the 15 CMV barrel, the arms 3 time for the optic, the field agent underbarrel, and the 60 round mag. Definitely don't sleep on the Krig because it's a Cold War weapon. It gets the job done. So moving right along to the Mac 10, that's the secondary loadout for this class setup. Now the Mac 10 has always been a great option to use when it comes to the secondary category. It's one of those SMGs that never really got a serious nerf to it where people would stop using it. With that being said, in Season 4 this thing still has fantastic mobility, one of the quickest fire rates in the game, which gives it a very quick TTK. It has a very quick ADS speed, and it performs best at close and medium range, so here's what you want to use on it. The agency suppressor for the muzzle, the 5.9 task force for the barrel, the SAS combat stock, the bruiser grip for the underbarrel, and the 53 round drum mag. Definitely give this Mac 10 loadout a go. It's a lot of fun to use. So for the perks on this class setup, we got double time, overkill, and amped. For the lethal, we have the throwing knife, and for the tactical, we have the stim shot. So moving on to the number 3 class setup spot, we have the STG and the well gun backing it up. So I know with the Season 4 update that the STG saw a nerf, but that nerf didn't really affect this thing whatsoever because it's still absolutely slapping in the beginning of Season 4. This build still has a very quick TTK, it still has very minimal recoil, the ADS speed is pretty good, and the mobility is pretty good for an AR, so here's what you want to use on it. The Mercury Silencer, the 760mm barrel, the SVT 43 to 6 times scope, the VDD34S stock, the hand stop for the underbarrel, the 50 round mag, hollow point, the polymer grip, acrobatic, and fully loaded. I recommend giving it a go for yourself and seeing how it plays for you after the nerf. So moving on to the well gun that's backing this AR up. First of all, this build is a lot of fun to use because of its great mobility, quick TTK, minimal recoil, and quick ADS speed. It performs its best at close and medium range, so here's what you're going to want to rock with. The recoil booster, the 320mm barrel, the slate reflector, the remove stock, the hand stop for the underbarrel, the 40 round mags, hollow point, the polymer grip, fleet, and quick. Like the other class setups, this well gun works perfectly with the STG because it does what the STG can't do. With that, I definitely recommend that you level this one up because I believe it's one of the best SMGs you can be using right now at the beginning of Season 4. For the perks on this loadout, we're rocking with double time, overkill, and amped. For the lethal, we have the throwing knife, and then for the tactical, we're running the heartbeat sensor. So moving on to the number 2 loadout, we have the NZ41 and the H4 Blixen. Now this is by far my 2 favorite loadouts to be using right now in the beginning of Season 4. And this is because this NZ loadout is so much fun to use and it's very overpowered right now, so I definitely recommend that you guys give it a go. It has an extremely quick TTK with 0 recoil to it, and the ADS speed isn't that bad for an AR, so here's what you want to rock with. For the muzzle, we have the Mercury Silencer. For the barrel, we have the M1K burst. For the optic, we have the SVT 43 to 6 times. For the stock, we have the E-Pack. For the underbarrel, we have the M1930. For the magazine, we have the 50 round mags. For the ammo, we have lengthened. For the rear grip, we have the polymer grip. For perk 1, we have brace, and for perk 2, we have fully loaded. Now, something that's extremely important is that when you get the loadout, you have to click the button on your D-pad if you're on console to make the gun go from a burst to an automatic. This completely changes the gun, so it's crucial you don't forget. So moving right along to the Blitzen that's backing this thing up. This weapon, as you guys can see, I don't even have it maxed out, and it still absolutely slaps. Regardless if you have it maxed out or not, this is the loadout I would be rocking with, and this is because the fire rate on it is extremely quick, the TTK is very quick, the mobility is fantastic, and it has a very quick ADS speed, so here's what you want to rock with on it. The recoil booster, the 17 custom barrel, the slate reflector, the removed stock, the Mark IV skeletal, the 72 round mag, lengthened, the hatched grip, fleet, and quick. Like I said before, these two loadouts are definitely my favorite to be using right now, so I highly recommend you unlock both of them and level them both up so you can give them a go for yourself. So for the perks on this loadout, we got double time, overkill, and amped. For the lethal, we have the throwing knife, and for the tactical, we're using the stim. So moving on to the number one class setup, we have the Farah 83 and the MP40. Now the Farah, like I said with the Krig before, was also a very well-known meta weapon. This Cold War AR absolutely tore it up a few seasons ago, and in Season 3 and the beginning of Season 4, this thing is an absolute beam again. It performs its best at long and medium range, and like I said, it's an absolute beam. It barely moves, and the TTK is very quick on it, so here's what you want to use. The Gru suppressor, the 18.7 Spetsnaz RPK barrel, the arms 3x the Spetsnaz grip, and the 60 round mag. Definitely don't sleep on this thing. Like I said with the Krig, even though it's a Cold War weapon, it still slaps right now in Season 4. So moving right along to the MP40 that's backing the Farah up. The MP40 has always been one of my favorite SMGs when it comes to Warzone, and nothing is really different with it in Season 4. This build still has a very quick TTK, great mobility, a quick ADS speed, and it's one of the easier SMGs to use, so here's what you want to use on it. The recoil booster, the 317mm barrel, the ISO 2M optic, the removed stock, the Mark IV skeletal underbarrel, the 7.62 45 round mag, incendiary, the polymer grip, brace, and quick. It's been great in all the seasons since it's come out, and even after all the nerfs that it's seen, it still gets the job done. So for the perks on this loadout, we got double time, overkill, and amped. For the lethal, we're using the throwing knife, and then for the tactical, we're rocking with the heartbeat sensor. So there you guys have it. I definitely recommend that you unlock all these weapons and level them up so you can give these all a go. Feel free to mix and match them to your liking because they all will play well together as long as you have an AR and an SMG backing it up. With that, definitely let me know down in the comments below what you think of Season 4 and how you're enjoying the new Warzone Fortune's Keep map. If you guys did go on to enjoy today's video or found it useful, definitely let me know by dropping a like and comment down below. It is greatly appreciated. And of course, guys, if you are new around here, I'm always posting the best gameplays, Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, gameplays, and more. So if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely feel free to subscribe to never miss out on a future video. With all that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.